Good boy, sitting. Yes. Nicely. So I have him attached to my waist. There's a lot of stuff going in there in the lobby, so I'm going to kind of get us away from that crazy. Let's go. All right. So he's super excited. Let's go. Okay. So, biggest thing is making sure that we're not rewarding the bad behavior, okay? So, with the pulling, right, or going back and forth or anything like that, I'm not going to pull him back. I'm not going to say anything to him until he calms down. So, let's say, for example, we just stepped out of the house, right? And he's super excited and pulling like this. I'm going to stop and wait until he calms down and he gets a sniff around. Biggest thing with dogs is like going from inside the house or even the backyard to the front yard is such a big change that we have to make sure that we're giving them time to kind of recoup and kind of reset from the house to outside. And so the biggest thing is making sure that we're giving him an opportunity to kind of smell around. Good boy. Good boy. Making sure that we're giving him the opportunity to smell around, get used to the outside again, look around where he's at. Just because if we start immediately walking, he's going to be all over the place trying to sniff everything, right? Now, I gave him some chance in the backyard to go pee and poop. We know he already pooped earlier. So he should be empty. He hasn't had dinner yet, so he should be empty. So when it comes to allowing him to sniff around, right, if I already know that he's gone to the restroom, there's no need for him to stop when it comes to the grass. He's just wanting to sniff. Ah! He's just wanting to sniff around. So when it comes to if you want to let him sniff, that's up to you. But we still want to make sure that he doesn't pull us during that time. Hudson, come. Good. So he's offering us that sit. That's great, right? But I want that sit to be right next to me, okay? Let's go. So immediately once he pulls forward, I'm going to stop. Hudson, come. Come. Good. Yes, good boy. And I'm going to reward where I like him to be, which is going to be right on that side. Don't fight it. You got to listen. Sit. Beautiful. Look at me. Hudson, look at me. Yes. Let's go. So this is something that we're going to be doing a lot of back and forth. So it's going to take a minute. I'll put this in fast forward. I'm going to reward. Good, Hudson. Good, Hudson. Good, Hudson. Good. Look at that eye contact. Yes. Let's go. And I'm just using basic training treats, so nothing too crazy. Yes. Can you sit? Hudson. Sit. Let's lay down. Yes. Good boy. Thank you. One more time. Let's go. Leave it. Good boy. You got to chew it, babe. You got to chew the tree, honey. Good boy. Look at that good dog. With me. Thank you. With me. Good. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful. This way. So with turning, one thing that a lot of my clients do is they stop and wait for the dog to turn first, right? With me. Whereas like if I want to turn around or if I want to turn to a different direction, I'm just turning. I'm not going to wait for my dog, right? So you're walking the dog, he's not walking you. So if you don't want to go in the grass, if you don't want to cross the street, if you don't want to do whatever, right? You don't have to. You're leading him. He's not leading you. And so the biggest misconception is like the leash is allowing him to get the freedom and get out of the house. Yes, but if he's being unruly, if he's walking in front of you, if he's doing all these things, he has to earn that, right? So we have to make sure, we have to make sure that he understands that. And it's not just whatever Hudson wants to do, right? Hudson, good eye contact. Let's go. Walk with me. Very nice, babe. That's very good. Very good. Very good. What a good boy. Hudson, look at me. Yes! Very good. Can you sit? Hudson, sit. Let's lay down. Can you sit? Thank you. Don't be lazy. I'm going to try him out in this front clip. So your harness has a back clip and a front clip. So this might help you as well. We're going to see how that goes. We're going to go this way now. Good. This way. Good boy. Walk with me. Good. So this front clip, the leash is kind of helping you control exactly where he's going. So like with the back clip harness, you're behind the dog, right? The leash is connected, so you can kind of see with the front clip, it stops him on the front and kind of turns him if he starts like pulling you, right? I have a love-hate relationship with harnesses. I have a love-hate relationship with front clips. Every dog is different at whatever works for him and what works for you, right? But the biggest thing is making sure that he understands like what he isn't supposed to do. And so obviously we're different heights. So like I'm holding the leash here, right? What I'm working on right now is just showing him where I want him to be. So I want him to focus on being right here on my right side, right? And making sure that he's not pulling, not crossing in front of me, making sure he's focused on me and not distractions, right? Leave it. Let's go. Good. Leave it. Good. Very nice. Look at me. Good. Very good boy. Let's go. One more time. Look at me. Hudson, look at me. Yes! Very good, honey. Very good. Ready? Can you stop? What do you do? You sit. Hudson, sit. Let's lay down. Sit. Yes. That's very good. Very good. I don't like the front clip. We can play around with it, but I think the back clip is going to be just a lot easier for him and for you. However, the back clip gives him a lot more control and a lot more like padding on his chest for him to pull. That's the only thing. Whereas the front clip is stopping him from doing that pulling. But he's so short, the leash cuts him, not cuts him, but the leash kind of goes across his body like that. And I've seen some shorter dogs on the front clip that they can kind of sometimes get their elbow out. They make a harness called an Easy Walk that is made specifically for front clip. That may be a little bit better, but we're going to just work what we have. So I'm going to test him on this and kind of see how he's doing. Where are you going? Why are you running? Let's try that again. Walk nicely. We're going to do this all day. You got to walk nicely. Nope. Much better. Walk with me. Good boy. Walk with me. Good boy. We're not going in the car. Let's go. Yes, that's grass. Good boy. You got something on your ear. Good boy. Are you getting tired? Leave it. Good. What do you do? Hudson. Hudson. You sit. 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 You can do it. You're not that tired. You didn't have daycare today. One more time, baby. Let's go. This way. No pulling. Walk with me. Good boy. So we're doing a lax loose leash using the full lead as long as he's not cutting. Let's go. When I'm turning, I'm like cutting him off, kind of. I'm going to turn into him so that way he doesn't go behind or doesn't go in front of me. Come on, baby. Good boy. So using the length of your leash, this is fine as long as it's not pulling out or pulling forward, right? So this is something that we're going to be working on, is making sure he understands, one, where the leash ends, as well as kind of the little boundaries and expectations that we want to set. So we'll continue working on this, give him a quick break, we'll come back out and continue kind of tuning up the edges, working on some distractions. Sunday we'll be out in the later evening, so that way it's still not too hot. Right now we have a good breeze and the sun's going down, but we'll do a little bit later in the evening, right after dinner, so that way he will have to go potty, as well as working on kind of more distraction. The neighborhood gets a little bit more busier when there's more people, or excuse me, towards the end of the day there's more people out here. So good boy, Hudson. So far so good, huh?